Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the daily scan for Friday, June 28th, 2013. This is the last day of June. Last trading day of June, I should say. Monday starts July. All right, on tap for today is Chicago Producer Index at 945. And consumer sentiment at 9:55. Yesterday's big announcements, jobless claims, I guess was pretty much as expected, and personal income was a little better than expected, if I remember right. I didn't review them this morning, but I did have a chance to look at what they were saying yesterday after the announcements were made. And pending home sales, I think that was looking positive if I remember right. Yeah, I don't know what it means though. The rise in mortgage rates. So anyway, I don't really know exactly what that number means, and I usually don't pay a whole heck of a lot of attention to it. So there. Some people do. I don't. But for today, we have these two announcements on the scheduled items. Okay, now let's jump over and take a look at what's going on this morning. We've been kind of creeping up sort of slowly this morning for Friday. And we'll take a look at the E-mini futures. I changed this trend line here to match up the weekly closes. I thought that it would be more significant, more telling. So this weekly close here, that has started right here, this candle, is this one over here. This will finish and we'll get a new one next week. And where that one starts should be pretty interesting. Our old friend Tom Sosnoff from Tasty Trade says that he would not want to be long over the weekend. Now, he's pretty much of a bearish kind of a trader. He likes to be short, and he's always looking for a down market. I don't understand from the way that he talks how he can make any money, but apparently he does. He's a very wealthy man and very innovative and very ambitious and energetic and knows his stuff, seeing as how he's one of the founders of Thinkorswim. So you have to kind of, listen to what he says too about the future of the market. We're looking at gold this morning, starting off poorly at $1,200, almost exactly even. Silver's up a tad, and oil is disturbingly high, although gas prices are still amazingly low. I just never know what to make of that. Natural gas is almost free, $3, whatever that is. I don't know, cubic feet of gas or something, I'm not sure, but it's pretty low. And the Nikkei is up. It finished up this today. All right, let's take a look at our account. We were sort of busy yesterday for not having much time, but I was able to jump in here. Okay, we had a trigger on MasterCard. And I haven't even put them in here yet, so we had a trigger on MasterCard. And we jumped in on that one. Here is our chart. We did a August bull put, and we collected 92 cents on it. So way down here at 535. So it's well below this point here at 544 that acted as resistance, and it broke through it. So we're a little bit below that. Theoretically, it may act as support. I was a little disappointed in the price action when I looked at this yesterday, but when I looked at our reinforcements here, our confirmations, at least on the short-term MACD and on a stochastic, I was willing to jump in on it, and we did get a white dot here on our 9-day. So I was feeling pretty good about that. We're going to be holding probably into earnings here, or at least up to earnings. We'll have to see how the price action is before that, and get out early enough and not risk being in there. Netflix also triggered, and that we did a bear call on. So we'll take a look at that chart. I did not put, oh, here we go. Wow, it's so high up here. We did one here at 260, and that is correct, right? Yes, our short's at 260, way up here. So we're looking for, this is a counter trend trade. Everything was kind of looking down here. All our confirmations were down. Longer term confirmations, short term were up. But I was looking for a trend reversal here. So we got in on that one. And Amazon triggered, but I took a pass on that. And we can just take a look at this chart. Yeah, I was looking for a bull put on that, and this price action here bothered me a little bit, so I decided to take a pass on it. Everything is looking up, you know, for a good entry point, but I took a pass on it. And then, last but not least, I did that Iron Condor on LinkedIn. And that is at 215 and 150. We'll take a look at that chart. On the weekly, I didn't put it in here. Alright, I'm going to draw that in here. Okay, here's what it looks like. We are at 215 and 150 for LinkedIn with our Iron Condor, and we collected $1.13 in credit on that. I don't expect to stay in that for the entire length here until August expiration. Just want to collect some data on that. I did 5 of them, so that's, you know, a $500 plus max profit if we look on the Analyze tab. $565, but all I'm doing is looking to, you know, maybe make 100 or so on this, and I'll be happy with that. Be looking for more Iron Condors in the coming days for August. Alright, so let's go through our A+ list. Look at Apple, looks very, very sad. I'm very sad for Apple. There we go. Do we have drawings on this? We must have some drawings on this. Delete all. Yeah, okay. No entry on Apple. Again, it's looking incredibly weak. I don't recall many stochastics that look like that. It's just totally running out of gas, and it's just being beat down like you would not believe. There's so many down indicators on this. And, you know, Tom Sosnoff says, well, he's going along a small amount on Apple right now, probably because of this low here, thinking that that would be support. Down here at 388 or so. It might be. I don't know. But for us directional traders, there is nothing there right now. Amazon. We're thinking about this trade. I'll lock this in here. But I took a pass on it, and now today we're just a little bit too late on that one. Baidu, we got a really nice hook here. We were wondering about our direction here, so we're going to wait for the next entry opportunity somewhere out here. Just kind of put a target. This is really thinking ahead, so we may not have an opportunity to get into this for another week or so. But that's where our target's going to be. We're going to want to go back down and come back up again. So we'll see how quickly that happens, if it happens. Celgene, we're in on Celgene. We have negative delta. That means we have a bear call on it. And here's our trend line for resistance. We'll see if that holds out, and we're looking at a possible, oh look at this, it just landed right on there, possible second entry opportunity here for maybe August. So we'll see how that plays out. Still waiting for the hook to confirm here. CF, we also negative delta on that with a bear call. This one is playing out well for us so far. We're looking for another entry on this, possibly up here. We'll see if that one plays out for us. Chipotle. I was talking about a counter trend trade here, and that quite possibly may work out that way. So let's see if we get an entry here, and I will do a counter trend on that, just simply because, like many other things, we're looking a little weak. Let's just put this on a weekly. Oops. You can do that down here, you dummy. Do that right here, and we'll see if that on the weekly chart, and we'll see if that works out, plays itself out here on the daily. Let's go back to our target on this one. Okay. Gold ETF, we're in on this one, looking very, very weak. Just like nothing but down indicators everywhere. Pretty obvious just by looking at a price chart. Google. We're talking about another counter trend trade on Google. Let's put a trend line in here and see if this one plays out on the weekly chart. So we would be looking to put a target in here, and I am going to cancel this alert. Alrighty. Goldman Sachs, we're in on that. We have negative delta, so that's a bear call. Did a rule breaker on this. And I do those once in a while. Just, if I'm feeling confident that things are looking pretty weak, and they are looking pretty weak. From our primary indicators, no. But from our confirmation indicators, yes, it's looking incredibly weak. Right. So, but no entries here, and maybe secondary entry. Geez, we might get a hook here. Let's see if we can shoot for this one up here. We'll throw a target up there and see if it'll get there. It may not. LinkedIn, we have the Iron Condor on that, and we're very, very flat here. Everything's coming down to greet the zero line. We're hanging out on the zero line here. So no entries or no direction on LinkedIn at this time. MasterCard, we are positive delta on that, so that's a bull put. And it's way down here. Things are looking pretty good. No new entries. And that is that for MasterCard. Netflix, a negative delta on that, so we have a bear call. And it's way the heck up there. What did we collect on that? 85 cents. Okay, that was a pretty good one. So, counter trend trade. We'll see if that plays out on the daily chart. Price line. We're not in anything on that. Almost could do a Iron Condor on that, but this is another potential counter trend trade. We have some serious resistance here around 820. We're at 822 here. There's a good possibility this thing may pull back again, you know, down to the 795. So it's playing in this range between 820 and 795. But no directional opportunity for us at this time. And Panera, we're looking for a hook here. It had a very sweet, strong day yesterday. You're looking at, we have a trend that looks something like that here. We'll see if that also plays out. It's not gospel, but it's a good possibility that that will be a factor in the resistance area. We're waiting for that one to play itself out. And Visa, we have positive delta on that, so we have a bull put. And that is looking pretty good. And that is it for our scan for today. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. Thanks for watching, and happy trading.